Welcome back to my channel. um Today, like I said in my last video, I'm going to be talking about how to write a compelling motivation letter for academic purpose. Before I go into that, thank you so much for liking my videos, and I'm encouraged to continue doing this. So I'm going to be highlighting the 6 things that you must consider when you are writing your motivation letter. And these are the 6 points that are going to either make your motivation letter compelling or not convincing enough for the school to consider you for a study place. So, as usual, when you want to start your motivation letter or any other letter, you must start with an introduction. This is when you are going to talk about who you are, what course of study you want to apply for, and which country did you come from. That is basically the introduction. You might add some other things, but basically that is what you need for an introduction. Now, the second thing you have to do is to write what you know about the school. And in doing this, these are the things that you need to have at the back of your mind when you are writing about the school. First, you must tell the admission officers why you are interested in studying in the school of your choice. That's the first thing you have to consider. Then the second thing you need to consider is you need to search Google basically when you're writing about the school. Then you are going to look out for the latest news about the school that talks about the achievement of the school. I think that the best place for you to get that information is actually on the school's website in the news page. So when you get to the news page, we see a lot of wonderful things they wrote about the school. Then you need to tell them also, maybe you have a friend in that school, or some of your friends pass through that school. What did they say about the school? Then what they say about the school is part of the things that further draw your interest in wanting to join the school. So you can even also talk about maybe the achievement of your friend since he or she left the school, and it's also a reason why you should be motivated to want to come to the school. In most cases, you need to look out for the information where the school is talking about their achievements, what they pride in. So that is basically what you're supposed to find out when you are making research about the school. So you need to talk about things like what is the school ranking in the world, what is the school ranking in Europe, what is the school ranking in Estonia. That is another thing. Then you need to write about the caliber of lecturers they have, most especially in the department you are applying to. They used to say one or two things about their lecturer when they are writing the details of the course that you want to study. So that is why you need to go and check what they write about the course. Of course, you can get some of the details on the application portal also. The subject you will be doing, the curriculum in general. So that is where you can get the information where they write one or two things about the type of lecturers in that department. So you need to say positive things about them. State what you hope to achieve by joining the school. I even wrote to them the thesis I would like to do when I finish. The topic of my thesis was entrepreneurial creativity and innovation and spa service development in Nigeria. So that was the topic that I chose for my thesis, and I had already written in my motivation letter that I was going to write something around entrepreneurial uh, aspects of spa service in my country. That is one of the things I said I wanted to achieve by, coming for that course. Then you need to talk about the facilities that the school have that is very, very extraordinary, and stuffs like that. So that is the second point. Now the third stage, or let me say the third point, is that you need to write about your own previous academic achievements. Now this stage, I have to say it in two ways. For bachelor's degree, you need to talk about the subjects you did in your O level. So when you mention all the subjects, then you have to relate it to those subjects to how they are relevant to the course you want to study. I hope you understand that. Then if it is master's student, you have to relate your bachelor's degree with the masters you are coming here to do. How does these two courses relate together? You understand? So you need to tell them, okay, for example, in my own case, I read a BSc Finance in my bachelor's degree, and I went to study wellness and spa service design and management. Basically, my course of study was in the department of tourism. So the way I explained it was that I read finance, right? Then the tourism aspect, I want to know about tourism because I basically want to establish my own tourism company. I told you before that my brother was one of the people that really helped me for my admission process in those days. So what he told me was that he said I should go and write motivation letter. So I wrote the motivation letter. I sent it to him. So he told me that, oh wow, this is nice, but this is not how Europeans think. Okay, I'm going to talk about that after telling you about all the points. So he checked it and he helped me to edit it in European style, and that was it. So what I did was that I went to my school website and I went to check what they wrote about my course of study. I said I studied BSc Finance. So I went to check, they wrote everything. So I took idea of what I have to write about my school from that place. Then I remodified it to suit what I'm writing in my motivation letter in order to make it compatible with the course I'm going to study. So that was what I did in my own case. You need to write about your previous work experience and how the course that you are coming here to study can further improve or increase your chances of getting a better job when you complete your studies. So in this case, I think this is most important for the people that are seeking for a study place in the master's degree. Then another thing you need to consider is this: what skills do you have currently that could be useful in the school environment. You also need to write how the course is going to further enhance or improve the skills you have now. So this last point about your skills and how your skills need to be improved. You cannot come to study and get a higher academic qualification and your skills will still remain at the level that they are. Of course, it is not mainly, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Your skills must improve. So that is a natural thing that will happen. But because you're writing a motivation letter, you need to write it there also that, okay, I have these skills before and I am believing that my skill is going to improve in this field, in this field, and in this field. Or you will specify those skills that this particular skill is going to increase, this particular skill is going to improve. You understand? Just to play with words, play with ideas, play with intelligence. Let them see a reason why you really have interest in coming here or in coming to their school to study. So this fourth point, all right, is very useful for the master's degree applicants. You wanted to improve your academic qualification so as to improve your chances of getting an higher position or a better job in your field. All right, so you need to let them understand what actually pushed you to want to further your studies or to want to further your academic pursuit as it relates to the job you are doing. Do you understand? So that is one of the ways that you can convince them to understand that you actually know what you are doing and you actually want to use this academic pursuit to achieve something substantial. Okay? Your conclusion is a summary of what you have been writing from the introduction stage. And you only need to summarize everything and let them know that you are open for a positive response from them or a positive consideration, and any way you can try to compel them to pick you as a candidate or to give you a study place. Guys, trust me, if you follow these simple steps, I'm telling you, you are going to come up with a very compelling motivation letter. And lest I forget, I was talking about European ways of thinking. That is one of the tricky things. You don't think like an African. Don't think like maybe you are from Asia or something. Think about how European, or think like the Europeans, because they have their belief system that might be different from our own belief system. So the way you are going to dish out your words, your statements, you have to be very careful about it so that it's going to be compelling to an European. You understand? So try to watch that thing. So maybe you have to find a way around that. I don't really know how to explain that, but you have to find a way around that. Like when you are writing, think like an European. That's the only thing I can say about that. So guys, that is all I have for today. If you like the content that you are listening to, please do well to subscribe to my channel. Also click like and comment on the comment section so that I can maybe see the questions that you want me to answer, so that I can reply you immediately, or what you think I should do video about concerning admission and application process of Estonian universities. Then you can click the notification bell after you have subscribed, so that anytime I upload a new video, you are going to be notified. So thank you so much for joining.